All right, so you're around a lot of cool people, a lot of famous people, a lot of celebrities.
Right.
Is there any one that stands out?
Like moment
Yeah,
of
what's
me
like-
meeting a celebrity?
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite one I love to tell people is the time I met Keanu Reeves. Do you know him?
You met him?
You know who Keanu Reeves is?
I don't think I've ever heard the story.
Really?
Yes.
You've never heard this?
Matrix.
Yes.
No.
Here's the best part, okay? So I'm doing an event with Michelin, the tire company, and they invite me on this like tour bus where we go to like the Porsche Experience Center to like race cars, and then we went to Jay Leno's garage and we got a full tour of Jay Leno's garage, and then we were going to this motorcycle shop, and I was like, okay, it's part of the tour or whatever. I'm just like literally vibing, like I'm not thinking too much. So we show up at this motorcycle shop, we go in, and I don't know if you knew this, Michelin is known for their like 5-star restaurant reviews. Like if you get a Michelin star for your restaurant, apparently that's the biggest deal in the food industry.
I did not know that.
I didn't know the two correlate. So anyways, Michelin has the plug for the best food anywhere in the world. So they have a catering, like nice restaurant cater at this motorcycle place. So we go there to eat this fancy dinner at this motorcycle place. And then there's like the motorcycle guys. It's called ARC was the company of the motorcycles. It's called ARC Motorcycles. So the two founders are like talking. I don't know why we're there. I just was like going along for the ride. It was like this really fancy looking guy in a suit with gel back hair, and then it was like this hippie guy with like long hair, crazy creative guy. Like you could tell. In my head, I was picturing the hippie guy came up with the idea, the rich guy with the suit funded the idea.
Yeah,
so like that was just going through my head. I'm like, I don't know what we're doing here. So the whole speech goes by. I'm literally thinking this guy with the long hair. I'm like, he's a hippie. Like I don't know what he's doing here. He must be this guy's best friend. I don't understand. End of the talk. Hour goes by, everyone's taking photos with the guy with long hair and like the other guy.
The hippie guy?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, we're doing an event for Michelin. We're supposed to do posts and like share our experiences. I'm like, I don't want to be the only guy not taking a photo with the motorcycle guy, whether or not I do anything with the photo. You know what I mean? I was the only person not taking a photo with him. So I'm like, okay.
Might as well hop on the
Yeah, I
bandwagon.
got to at least get a photo so I like look like I'm doing my part. Maybe post it, probably not. You know what I mean? So I take a photo with this guy, not thinking anything of it. We walk outside the building. We're in an RV. We're back in the RV. I'm with like Man vs. Food, Adam Richman. You know that show, Man vs. Food?
Yes.
I'm with him and a couple other influencers. Like I think Supercar Blondie might have been there. I could be wrong. Anyways, we're in the bus. Everyone's like, oh my God, man, I can't believe that happened. That was so crazy. And I'm like, what? Like I want to know what happened. They're like,
Just clueless.
they said, what do you mean? I was like, well, like, what are you guys so excited about? They're like, what are you talking about? Like, pointing back at the building. And I'm like, what? They're like, you seriously don't fucking know? They're like, that was Keanu Reeves. But while we were inside, listen to this, bro. This is the most Gen Z thing I have ever done in my whole life. I don't watch movies. While we're sitting there, I'm with Jacob Dorezzo, one of our scooter friends. And I'm making a joke. I'm like, because I play Fortnite, and my character on Fortnite is John Wick. Keep in mind, I do not realize John Wick is a real movie. I know this sounds crazy, bro, but I did not know John Wick was a real movie. So I made a joke because this guy has long black hair or dark hair and like a black suit on, and this looks like John Wick. So I'm making a joke. It's like saying, hey, Jacob, this guy looks like John Wick, bro. It's so funny, bro. Like thinking I'm making fun of him.
Yeah, because that's what you do.
He's fucking John Wick, bro. They tell me, I was saying he looks like John Wick. They're like, he is John Wick. I was like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, that was Keanu Reeves. I had no idea. Everyone was like, I cannot believe you did not know
Oh, man.
Keanu Reeves. I sent a picture to my mom. I'm like, do you know this guy? She's like, what the fuck? Where did you meet him? And I'm like having a normal conversation with him. Like, totally chill. That was probably one of my favorite stories.
No, John Wick has Keanu Reeves has the craziest background story.
And I didn't know anything about him until I met him.
Really?
No.
Have you ever Googled him, like his whole life story or anything?
I've heard a lot about him giving away money, like from his productions of his films, like back to the people that helped him make the film type stuff, like really next level charity stuff.
No, I'm talking like his life is already a movie as is. Like I know he's an actor, but I could be wrong. This could just be a meme. But like apparently his whole family's dead, and he's like just alone and
like a superhero,
like
a real superhero.
Yes.
Wow.
I could be wrong. Okay, you guys can fact check me. But like that's like the memes I see of him.